we have our member Exceltic and the representatives of the Exceltic. We have the Skillman head of international relations, Professor Urs Haustein. We have Antonella Poli, which is a project manager at CSCS in charge of Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs Mobility Programs. Welcome to Manuel, welcome to Jana, and myself, I'm here to try to organize the speakers and to facilitate. And thank you very much for providing the technical support to the Skillman Secretariat, Alessandro, who is behind the curtains, but he's there helping us, Alessandro Martella. So now we have a focus today on mobility, and we started this discussion with Jana, I would say a long time ago. Probably last year we met in Italy during a training course for mobility managers, specifically addressed to develop project proposals in the Erasmus Plus program. If I right remember, it was a nice weather, was March probably, and was like a very nice group of mobility managers from different countries in Europe. But today we are open also to other destinations, because Exceltic is an engineering and consultancy brand that provides innovative solutions all over the world to business in different sectors. They have data integrity, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, cybersecurity, I think, among other areas. And with your big data analytic expertise, Manuel, and of course in other areas, I think that your company helps business, and in this case will help students or learners in general to make their own career paths concrete. And so I know that you also offer smart solutions in smart mobility. I will remember that Skillman was born with an initiative funded by Fiat and Jaguar Land Rover and Scandinavian Line Systems, exactly in the mobility sector. In particular, automotive was the focus. And so you have solutions also in energy and construction. And I think that your large, wide fields coverage is important to allow many of these opportunities for mobility for learning. So the focus is mobility. We have here experts from the field. We have the company. We have Professor Urs Haustein, which is also focused in our network to stress the skills, the assessments part for the skills recognition and the accreditations. And so we are, I think, in a good condition to understand better how the Skillman network can help, or how the Skillman network promote, and which is the vision we have for mobility. So the Skillman network, as we know, is not only in Europe, was funded in Europe, but is now represented in 95 countries. And this webinar is addressed to all our members, and of course, any other potential beneficiary of mobility, which is even not yet a Skillman member. Is a network that was funded, as I said, starting from a sector skill alliance among notable industries and vet providers and universities. Nowadays is something more, because we have around 1,000 members, 200 members in China, which are vet providers, but we also have several institutions, ministries of education. We have open channels with important stakeholders. Our members are not only private organizations, but I said Ministry of Education. Like yesterday, we were discussing with the Minister of Education in Chennai, India. We had an important conference in India in February. We also have our members from Ministry of Education in Turkey, which are very active in promoting the Skillman diffusion. And we have this trend also in China with this big event that was held last year in August 2023. So the Skillman network
Giovanni,
is a worldwide network for skills on advanced manufacturing. Please,
Giovanni, sorry to say and add, I'm speaking here now from Latvia, where I'm together with the Ministry of Education and Ogre Technicums. And today we have a conference about Latvia skills and world skills. Last week, Giovanni was here as well, and Filippo Del Nino from ETF, and we spoke about the Riga Declaration, about Skillman International Forum last year and the follow-up, only as a small addition.
Yeah, no, it's perfect, Urs, because of course we all remember the big event we have organized, the Skillman International Forum in October 23 in Latvia with the opening speech of the Prime Minister. And now I would like to also add this new information that in July, 99% is not yet confirmed in a public manner, but I can anticipate this information. Probably we will have the same, repeating the same in Bangladesh. We will have the opening of the Prime Minister, the lady, and then we will have the Skillman Forum there with in partnership with our member, which is the largest association of civil engineers in Bangladesh, IDEB. So now stop all that. We need to move and to go back to the focus of today, which is the mobility for learning. And then before to give the floor to Jana and Manuel to ask them how they contribute and how they can help our members to organize mobility for their students, or how they can help directly our members, which are learners. So some word about the Erasmus Plus mobility argument. So this program for the ones like me that are working in mobility from several years. Before Erasmus Plus, we also had other programs. I remember Leonardo and other programs that were facilitating the mobility of students, but the numbers at that time were very small. Now the numbers increased, and almost everybody knows what is Erasmus students. So when you talk with anyone in the cities, you can ask, hey, you know Erasmus? Hey, yeah, yes, students, they make noise, they dance, they drink, and so on. But it's not only that. Erasmus Plus mobility is an occasion for increasing skills, for acquiring skills. And there are 26,000, according with the statistics of Erasmus Plus program in 20, these are the numbers published in 23, in 2022 until 26,000 projects. This means that there are mobility managers who, like you, Jana, and Antonella, and so that who organize these mobility programs. So it's something to be known, because there is not only the fact in itself that someone move to learn, but there is someone who organized that. And this is very important, because our focus is for both, for the learners and for mobility learners. So there are funds for supporting mobility. currently Erasmus Plus is not anymore focusing mobility within Europe, but even to send students across countries outside Europe. And there are big number of organizations, there is a big number of organizations which is involved in these matches. So we only cover a small part of this mobility, and we want increase, but we want to mainly give opportunities to any one of our members to participate in mobility activities. So now I'm preparing the floor for Jana, but before that, I would like to ask Urs some word about our idea on how to valorize these periods abroad in terms of accreditations and qualifications and quality of the learning. So, which is your point, Urs, about how we can valorize the experiences abroad? And then we will ask to Jana and to Manuel how an example on how they implement these learning paths.
Yeah, I think it's important. We are living in the 21st century, and the 21st century is as well the century where people want to have different signs and seals under a document and under a certificate, and are asking big questions and question marks. Is that accredited? Is that recognized? How is that what you have done? From whom you have got the confirmation? And therefore, there are networks, and Skillman is named as the network of the networks in the world. And when we say Skillman, then we say Skillman. That means skills in manufacturing. And therefore, we had a new, one of the newest goals and services where we have prepared with the technicians, with Alessandro as a main person, the platform for getting digital badges, validating that what people, human beings, are showing us. And that according to standards, we have clear standards. Maybe you can show that on the slide, Giovanni. Yes, you see here, we have clear standards. There is the Europass reference according to the EQF levels. And we are looking to international standards, validating them, giving as a network of the networks digital badges, and are helping people to get a job, to get their confirmation of their certificates. So this will be very helpful for this.
Thank you very much, Urs. I think we need to clarify very well this aspect. We are running in parallel two thoughts. One is the valorization of mobility as a tool for learning, or as a methodology for learning. So you can go abroad and you can get skills. You can get various kinds of skills, and then we will see also with Antonella the entrepreneurial skills that you can get through mobility. Then we have hosting company and sending organizations. We can have hosting organization, and we can also have intermediary organizations, because in these 75,000 organizations, which are 73 mentioned as members of this family, there are various of different kind of organizations. There are sending, there are intermediary and receiving organizations. It's important to be aware about that, because when you discuss with someone, you have to understand which is your which are the interactions that you can establish and what you can get from the counterpart. So you can have a hosting organization, and today we are going to understand the point of view of the fantastic company, which is Exceltic, and which is presenting the solutions they provide. But then we also have intermediary organizations, and we will talk with Antonella for the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs program, which is at its 15 years celebration, and is a very important flag for European Commission, because it is a unique program in the world. And for this reason, we are promoting the implementation of this program even outside. We are discussing this in China, India, and so on. So our friends are getting acquainted about the European initiatives, and we try to share the best of these initiatives. And in these regards, there is also the initiative of the Skillman, who has set a platform to help the recognition of the credentials, the recognition of gained skills to learners, creating a sort of bank of skills, okay? And this bank refers or would or wish to be connected with the European Bank of Credentials, which is the Europass system. So then we will have another webinar specifically to address this point that is most important for the students, and it's very important for the institutions also. So today, now we are going to the hosting organizations, and we are going to Jana and Manuel. And I ask you, Jana, please share your screen. I will stop to share my screen. And then please introduce your company, introduce how your organization works in the field of mobility, being a company, not a university, not a vet provider, but acting as a vet provider when taking the role of hosting organization. So please, the floor is yours. You have now around 10 minutes to make the presentation, and then we will interact with you. We will make questions, and we will go deep in the argument with your help. Thank you. Jana,
okay,
please.
thank you. So just let me know if you can see my presentation.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay, great. So first of all, thank you, Giovanni and Alessandro, for organizing this webinar today, where we have this opportunity to present our company, Exceltic. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a quick introduction about what we do as a company. I'm going to tell you something about our trajectory, about the sectors where we are working, and we're going to present our success stories. And of course, we're going to talk about our open positions that we have in our company currently. And then also we're going to tell you more about what we offer to students. So who am I? My name is Jana Masarikova, and I work as a talent acquisition specialist at Exceltic. And I'm passionate about recruiting young, diverse talent from around the world. And my main responsibility is to identify prospective interns for our internship programs that we have in our company, and also foster relationships with academic centers. I'm going to leave you here my contact details, so you can reach out to me directly via phone, or you can also send me an email directly with your questions, or if you have maybe any doubts. So who is Exceltic? Giovanni already mentioned what we are doing. We are an engineering and technology consulting services company, and we operate across various sectors, including rail, aerospace, space, defense, energy, automotive industry, IT, and telecommunications. And we also provide technical auditing services and specialized training. Exceltic is delivering excellence. That means that we strive for excellence in everything we do. And our corporate culture is based on quality, innovation, and continuous improvement, surpassing the expectations of our clients. We have a really strong global presence, and our global network provides us with deep insights into both national and international markets. And with over 18 years of consolidation in the European engineering and consulting sector, we have maintained steady growth and the ability to adapt to changes. Of course, that we do have strategic alliances. We have high complexity technological projects with with our clients. And like this, we have a network of market-leading partners offering comprehensive solutions tailored to their specific needs. Exceltic in numbers. So here I'm gonna give you some quick overview about the company. Exceltic was founded in 2005, which means we have 19 years on the market already. And right now we have more than 550 professionals working in Exceltic, and we have more than 100 customers. Our annual income is 29.5 million of euros, and we have more than 3,000 worldwide projects. And we have presence in more than 45 countries right now. And as you can see, our international turnover is more than 20%. At this moment, we have 3 offices in Spain. We have our main office in Madrid, and then we have 1 office in Barcelona, and the other one is in Bilbao. Some of the key facts or some of the technologies that we are using in our company, what we can offer to our clients. So we work with, for example, with machine learning, with artificial intelligence, with BIM, with big data. We work in the railway sector with digital transformation, smart mobility, and many, many more. About the sectors where we are working or where we have projects, we started with a traditional engineering in our company in railway and aerospace engineering. But of course, with all this year, we just kept growing, and right now we are almost in every sector of engineering, as you can see. So we are in automotive sector, we are in defense, telecom, chemical, industry, civil engineering, and many more, as you can see here. Of course, that my colleague Manuel, so he will tell you something more about defense, about our defense department, and some of our projects that we have
Railway,
there.
yes. Railway and defense and big data, yes.
Yes, correct. Now I will just show you quickly how our company is structured, how it looks like inside the company. So we have our centers of excellence and our business units. Our centers of excellence, as you can see, so are divided into innovation and partners, engineering, RAMs and validation, digital transformation, and training. And our centers of excellence support our business units. We have 4 business units in our company, and first one is industry and energy, then we have transportation, infrastructure, and digital and IT. And now I give word to my colleague Manuel, so he's gonna present his department, the defense department, and he's gonna also tell you something more about our success stories.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hannah. Hello, everybody. My name is Manuel. I'm an aeronautical engineer and service delivery manager here in Exceltic of aerospace and defense business. It is a pleasure, of course, to be here and have the chance to show some more important services here we have in Exceltic. And I'm going to comment briefly some projects we are currently working on. We could have been chosen another interest project, but fortunately we work with top leaders companies here in Spain, in Engineering, and we have a lot of them where we can choose to show you. But in this moment, we are going to talk about to these 5 projects for the main industries of railway sector, as Hannah said, aerospace, digital, and defense. So first, I want to start with railway industry. It is a project of a Spanish train manufacturer here in Spain, and the trains are for the New South Wales government of Australia. The total amount of the trains is 29. In this project, Exceltic have been involved with a group of engineers in in requirement definition, in requirement implementation, in designing of the system, and of course in verification and validation of different systems in the train. As you probably know, we use in engineering development system, we use V-cycle development system. It is a common and widely method to develop systems, and we take part in the whole design of different systems as heating and ventilation, air conditioning system, power pack. This is the diesel motor, the auxiliary power system, of course, and also in software development. In railway industry, we usually call software in train as TCMS, train and control monitoring system. And this software, this whole software is in charge of doing the communication between all the system of the train and allow the governance for the driver to drive the train. So in resume, the train has different configurations, one with 6 cars, another configuration with only 3 cars. And to give you some brief on data about this system and subsystem, we can say that each car has 2 heat and ventilation air conditioning, 30 kilowatts in cooling and 40 kilowatts of power in heating. And every 2 cars we have one power pack with a total power of 1,000 horsepower. And we also have 4 APS with the long configuration train with 6 cars and 2 APS in the short configuration. In this moment, the trains are being manufactured here in the north of Spain. We are already doing the factory testing, and this train will be sent to Australia this year, and I hope it will start the service also this year 2024. So let's jump if you want to another project. This time the second one is in aerospace sector. First, before talking about the service, I want to give a very short brief about the business. In this case, the client is a public company that manages all the images from different satellites that Spanish government has in space. They operate different type of satellites, optical ones, radar ones. They are different, of course, and they manage all the images acquisition, all the download, and all the downloading the image to the Earth. The whole architecture system is divided between flying sector, ground sector, and user sector. And here in Exceltic, we are involved in the user sector with maintenance and administration of servers. We also do the database maintenance, the design of the backend of the system, the front end, etc. In resume, we have a team making sure that all the interface between the government users and all the image processing works properly, and the download of the images were also correct. Okay, let's jump to the third project we have here in the presentation. This third project I want to talk about is about big data and analysis. The client works in this case in automotive business, and they need to create a system that helps them to anticipate how much time and cost will take a new car to be manufactured. The idea was very simple, but difficult to create. The idea was to create a system which, with writing some inputs, it comes the program with a prediction and time and cost for a new model of car. For example, we work with several kind of inputs, as for example, car parts, With car parts, I don't mean big parts as motor, wheels, doors, the cockpit. No. I mean individual subparts as a screw, nuts, cylinders, etc. We can say small parts. Okay, so we train the model, we train the system with inputs and how many screws, for example, will have the new motor we want to manufacture. We make an input of, for example, 5,000 screws. How many cylinders? 4 cylinders. How many rivets on the chassis? 2,000 rivets on the chassis. So we train the model with this kind of subparts or consumables and applying some kind of algorithm with big data process. The system throughout give us very many important information as how much time we will cost to manufacture the new model of car. The total cost of the car, the total amount, for example, of people needed in the process, and so much important information. At the time we delivered the model, the client continued to train it with more inputs because the complexity of the model it was increasing so fast, and you have to continue to give inputs to the model to improve the results. Finally, I want to talk about a little bit again about aeronautical and defense sector. These are the sectors I am head of here at Exceltic. We work, as I said before, with the main Spanish aerospace and defense companies for several projects, as you can see here in the slide. I have chosen only 2 projects. We could have chosen other ones, but I think these 2 are very representative. They are, as you can see, Eurofighter and FCAS. FCAS is the future combat air system. Okay. So first of them, I would like to begin with the new and future air combat aircraft called in this moment FCAS. We all think in the industry that the name will change in the future, but for the moment they call it FCAS. The countries that are participating here in this big program are France, Germany, and here Spain. On the other hand, you there in Italy are participating in another big similar defense aircraft program that is called GCAP, Global Combat Air Program. Is very similar to FCAS. In my opinion, it will be logic and useful to work in the same program, at least in Europe, but unfortunately, they didn't see the same at political level. So this new FCAS program we are we are involved in, it has to be thought as a whole interactive product, not only an aircraft. I know the image is an aircraft, but it has to be thought as a whole. The architecture will integrate, of course, aircraft like the image, but at the same time, swarming drones, vehicles on ground, satellites, soldiers, tanks, etc. The new system that is being developed with continuous interaction between different elements, and the decision is in every moment will be taken to accomplish the mission. After this little briefing of the project, turning back to our work in this program here in Exceltic, we are developing a new design of architecture. We are prototyping. We are designing the new architecture. That is very a key important stage of the project. In Exceltic, we are leading a new testing bench for electronic and FPGAs. We are involved in warface electronic system. We are designing new electronic. We are programming FPGA firmware. can resume you, the target is design the base of new electronic of the aircraft and of the system, and kind of code the software for the warfare system on the aircraft. This is about.
Let me say one word, Manuel, please.
Yeah.
I want to say one word. Fantastic. So now you are really matching the needs of our guests, our participants, because we are looking for fantastic opportunities for mobility learning. So now it's clear that you have probably hundreds of opportunities. Nobody would believe that, really, me as a trainee, can I access to this project and work and doing something? So this is the question, the real question. It's true, it is true, or we are just showing a fantastic opportunity, but cannot be joined by just for an internship by a trainee. So we have students which are excited to seeing, yeah, this important project, but how can I contribute? How could I be involved? It's an opportunity for me, really. So I would like that you start to let us to understand that these are not just huge, important projects for technologies, for digital, for green, but how these opportunities can be real for the students.
Okay, I think this is going to talk. Yes, Jana.
Yes, correct. So I'm gonna tell you maybe later. Okay, I don't know if Manuel, if you would like to add anything else to.
I thought I had 15 minutes. I have here the clock, and I have 4 minutes left. If you can let me finally only with the last project. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So Manuel is going to just talk more about the last
very fast,
step, and then I'm going to tell you how we can work with trainees, what we can offer to them, and everything.
Okay, very fast, Ashur. I want to finish my speech with the last program. This is the Eurofighter program. I think it is important to tell you because to give you a little screenshot of what does it mean to talk about a project of this average. Okay, design of the of this aircraft began in 1983. And the first flight was in 1994. We are now in 2024, and the aircraft is still being upgraded. So, can I think it will continue in service at least for another 20 years? So now you can give you a big picture on your mind about this kind of projects. Very quickly, in Exceltic, we are involved in the electronic war system, and can we do all the recognizing of the signals that the aircraft receive? Okay, so to make it that the enemy radar on ground is different compared to the real aircraft. For example, instead of having 15 to 20 meters of length to make the enemy radar to think we are for example a little bird or that we are not here, we are 10 kilometers far from here, for example. So we are doing the new system architecture. We are doing the new system design of this new warfare radar. Okay, so with this, I think I hope not to have used so much time in my speech. So I turn back the word to my partner Hannah, and we will please to hear from you at the end if you have any more questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Manuel. So as you could see, we have plenty of different and interesting projects. So right now you could get like a quick peek, no small peek about what we are actually doing at Exceltic. And now we can move to what we are offering, what we can offer. Okay, so here you can see some of our open positions that we have in our company. Of course, and from what you could understand from our conversation, you already know that we are an engineering firm. So most of our positions are for engineers and technicians. Here are some of the examples of our open positions that we have at this moment. So for example, we are looking for commissioning engineers for installation, railway maintenance technicians, technical studies engineer for renewable projects, mechanical designer for oil and gas, for energy projects that we have, web developers. We have many positions in our IT department. But of course, a part of all of these really technical positions that we have. So we have positions also, for example, for administrative assistants, graphic designers, for marketing, for HR technicians, junior accountant, and many, many more. All of our positions, open positions that we have, you can find on our website where you can easily apply to them. And of course, I would recommend you to follow us on our LinkedIn. Our LinkedIn profile, so we publish all of our open positions there as well. You can apply to them, and also you can reach out to our recruiters directly. What do we offer? So now we come to the main topic. What we offer? So we offer internships. Since the mobility is really important, as Giovanni already said. There are many, many students that are currently looking for an internship, and with Erasmus Plus, so they have this big opportunity to go abroad, to participate, to get this experience. I'm gonna tell you what we can offer to an intern in our company. So we are offering paid internships. We are offering continuous training with personalized development plan with flexible schedule. And they will be working in young, innovative, and dynamic work environment. And of course, that also we are offering hybrid work model, and there is a possibility of hiring afterwards. For those students that are currently in their final years and they are looking for a company where to do a final project, where to do their thesis. So there is also a possibility for them to do it in our company at Exceltic. Even if they already have an idea about the project, so they can come to us, they can tell us about their idea that they have, and we can see if there is, if it's possible to do it in our company, or even they start their internship, and we can also give them maybe some idea about what to do their final project. We can give them this project to work on. Internship program highlights. What do we offer for students when they come to our company? So they will be working on real projects, and they will get development. They will develop their technical skills through different workshops and mentorship. And of course, that they will also develop their soft skills in communication and teamwork. During the whole period of their internship, they will have a dedicated mentor support, and also from the first moment, they will be involved in company events and initiatives. And they will also have a possibility of networking with industry professionals. A part of internships, of course, that we are offering also jobs for those that are not students anymore. So there is a possibility to get a stable position in our company with a permanent contract, and we are offering flexible compensation plan, which includes medical insurance, transportation allowance, restaurant vouchers, and childcare. There is also a training plan, flexible scheduled and hybrid work model offer for those who are interested to work at Exceltic. So for students that are looking for an internship at this moment, what are we looking for? For us, the most important thing, as you could see, so we have many different positions in different departments. So our main focus is to look for students or recent graduates with minimum B2 level of English. And of course, if they know some Spanish, it will be always a big plus for them. For us, it's really important to have a motivated and proactive person on board who is able to work in a team. And of course, with someone who is flexible to adjust to changing priorities, tasks, and work environments. And also, of course, someone with strong verbal and written communication skills. So this is something that what we are looking for in Exceltic, what we can offer. And this is all from my part. I'm going to just tell you quickly how students or people that are looking for a job can register on our website. They can just easily scan this QR code, which goes directly to the registration part. There is this registration form where you just need to introduce your email. You need to set up your password. You put your name and surname and upload your CV. And like this, you will be already in our database. And even if there is if there is not a job offer or internship offer at the moment that you might be interested in, so no worries, because you will be already in our database. So anytime if we publish some offer for the future that matches your profile, one of our recruiters can just easily reach out to you. So this is also from my part.
How many offers you have?
Thank you. Right now?
Yes.
Right now we have more than 30 offers, even more than 40, I would say.
So a lot of possibilities for
a lot of possibilities in our company, yeah, always. And we are growing, as you could see. So we are almost 600 people right now working in Exceltic, and we just keep growing. So we are getting new and new positions all the time. That's why I said that if there is a person that just get to our website and doesn't see the perfect match, or the offer that is interested in, so they shouldn't be worried about that, because maybe if we don't have it now, maybe within 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even 1 month, so we will publish this offer, or we will have.
So there are many mentors in your company.
Yes, yes.
Take in charge the internship. That's fantastic again. Yes, thanks so much. So the opportunity we have here is enormous, because this company is involved in extraordinary projects in terms of technologies, advanced technologies, the best of the modern trends in technologies and in science. So you have the opportunity to access directly to the labor market. Through them, you can have also paid internships. So which countries are you covering now with these internship offers?
Internship offers and job offers, so we have in Spain mostly, but it doesn't mean that we are not open to receive also people from other countries as well, since we do have also employees that are working from different countries. We have people working from Colombia, from Mexico, from other European countries as well. So we are really open to it. If there is really some interested person or individual, a really talented one, of course, that we want to have this person on board.
It is also true that Spain, in effect, is one of the most asked countries in the Erasmus Plus program. Spain, Germany, Berlin is very much rated, but also Italy, France. So these are the most asked destinations. I would say that Spain is at the first place because of course, the weather, but also the environment, the cultural environment, and I think it's a fantastic country. So for the ones who have the lucky to be there, I think they can really enjoy not only the working time, but even the lifetime. And the food is fantastic. We know how the Spanish people are very open and very nice with foreigners. So fantastic opportunities today at this webinar. We are shaping the future of the learning approach going to other countries. And I think this is not anymore just an idea, it's something concrete. And I wish that our participants or the tutors can help the students to take part to this incredible initiative, incredible offer of this international company, which ensure Exceltic ensures a very high level of experience, I think. So thank you very much, Jana. I would like to integrate your part with the Antonella presentation. I will support Antonella. She's a manager of the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs. And Antonella, we can start to share the slides about this also interesting program, because this is an additional support that our young entrepreneurs that can be intended as students with business in mind can have to also join the Exceltic company in another view, not just as an internship experience, but with a business idea in mind as new entrepreneurs. So the possibility to get an opportunity abroad is not only through the Erasmus Plus program, but is also for the ones that have in mind to establish a business, a company, to get funds for mobility through the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs program. So the Skillman network facilitates not only the access to the Erasmus Plus program, providing information about, for example, Exceltic, but also providing support to access to the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs program, which is a program who is based on the match among entrepreneurs. So some word now about this program to let you understand how the opportunities for mobility abroad are wide. So Antonella, please.
Okay, thank you. So the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs program is a cross-border exchange program that gives new or aspiring entrepreneurs the chance to learn from experienced counterparts in the participating countries. The people who can participate are the new entrepreneurs who are planning to set up their own business or already have started one within the last 3 years, so have less than 3 years of experience, or the experienced entrepreneurs who own or manage a small or medium-sized enterprise in one of the participating countries. The general objective of the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneur is to facilitate the exchanges of experiences and the networking for new entrepreneurs by working alongside experienced entrepreneurs. Also, there are some specific objectives which are on-the-job training for new entrepreneurs that facilitate, of course, the starting and the development of their business ideas, and the experience and information exchange between the entrepreneurs that can share, let's say, their obstacles in starting or challenges in starting up or developing their businesses, and of course a networking between entrepreneurs in Europe. There are benefits for the host entrepreneurs as well. They get to work with energetic and motivated new entrepreneurs who can contribute in innovative ways to their business, for example, and they can learn about the foreign markets and expand their business opportunities, as well as interact with businessmen and women from European countries. Of course, one of the benefits as a host entrepreneur is the partnership expansion. Let's say the new entrepreneur comes to the host entrepreneur's business, and then when they go back to the host to their origin country, they open their business. This could be a new partner for the host entrepreneur. So that's how they expand their partnerships as well. About us, so since 2009, CSCS coordinates the Entrepreneurs Mobility Consortium of intermediary organizations. And in 2019, the EU Commission has recognized CSCS as the intermediary organization that has made the most entrepreneurial contacts during the decades of the I program. this year, the I program is celebrating 15 years. And our partners are in Germany, Spain, Portugal, Czech Republic, France, Turkey, and Greece, as well as Romania and Cyprus.
And Italy.
And Italy, yes, of course. So we have, since 2009, the Entrepreneurs Mobility Consortium has facilitated over 1,500 successful business exchanges that has involved around 800 host entrepreneurs of 10 different European countries. The EM Consortium also offers aftercare services to the new entrepreneurs who come back from their I experience. For example, giving them information about potential sources of financing, or helping them with the last adjustments to the business plan if needed, as well as putting them in contact with startup communities such as incubation programs, hubs, and clusters. So, who can be a new entrepreneur? To be a new entrepreneur, you have to be firmly planning to start a business, or you have already, let's say, a business plan, or started a business for less than 3 years. Also, you're a permanent resident in one of the participating countries, and a permanent resident in the program means that you have been living for more than 182 days in one country in the last 12 months. So it's not your nationality, but the country where you spent most time during the last 12 months. Also, you have to be, of course, motivated to collaborate during your stay with the host entrepreneur, and to be, to contribute to the host entrepreneur's business as well. Also, the new entrepreneur can only take part once in the program, and there is no age limit, but they have to be over 18. And the future company can be in any sector. To proceed to the application, if one is interested in the I program, first step is to update CV, write a motivation letter, and develop a business plan. The EM Consortium actually helps the applicants to prepare these documents. And right after that, all they have to do is to submit their application on the I platform. At this point, once the application is submitted, the European Consortium, the Entrepreneurs Consortium, evaluates and approves the application. And once approved, the new entrepreneur has can search. He has access to the list of host companies on the platform. Then the intermediary organizations actually help the new entrepreneur to find a suitable host entrepreneur and create a collaboration. And once there is a match between a new and a host, then there is an activity plan to be drafted that outlines the collaboration between host and new entrepreneur. Once the this activity plan is accepted, then the experience can begin, and the new entrepreneur can go to the host entrepreneur's country and receive the monthly grant to cover the subsistence costs. So also, the I program can be a valuable opportunity, for example, for university and VET students and graduates that are willing to achieve, let's say, entrepreneurial skills through a mobility exchange. And that's because exchanges with successful host entrepreneurs allow the new entrepreneurs, and in this case, the university students, to strengthen what are their entrepreneurial mindsets and their soft skills. So, the Entrepreneurs Mobility Consortium team offers full assistance in accessing the grant and developing the business plans and all the documents that are needed to submit your application. So here are some of our contacts if you're interested in taking part in the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs.
Perfect, perfect.
Thank
So
you for the attention.
we have here the address, but you already closed your screen. Anyway, please, Antonella, can you put in the chat the
Sure.
email address that you have just now shown? Jana, participants are asking for Exceltic contacts. I have already stated in the chat that after the meeting, we will put in the participant platform all the information to contact you. In particular, we will put the link to your Skillman member profile, and all members can contact you directly, of course, but if you want to share your email, please do it, because someone is asking, because I think there is a strong interest to contact you to have immediately the feedback and the effect of this webinar, making concrete exchange with you. So
thank you, Giovanni. I just shared my contact detail, my email, so they can
perfect.
send me an email directly.
That's good. Thank you, because the aim of this webinar is also to be concrete in moving on with real concrete exchanges. So Professor Urs Hanstein had to leave us because of another engagement. But thank you, Urs, even if you are not anymore connected now, but he will see the rest of recording. And I have 3 calls for action now. And so I'm also forgetting that I've seen the list of participants, several friends from Armenia, Claude Bayoun, our board member, probably from UK in this moment. So I have seen Gunnar, the representative for Germany. Hey, Claude, I see you now in the screen. Thank you very much for being here. And so many members, I think they are not just simple participants, because they can multiply the effect of this presentation through their own organizations and network, which are very important, engaged in many parts of the world. I mentioned, for example, for Germany, our representative, so Gunnar, I know that has a very important impact in the field, so he can multiply the effect of this presentation. This was the first call to action. Please take initiatives, contact Jana, and facilitate the matches for the students. Thanks so much, Jana, for being available for this exchange, and Manuel, I think, too. So second call to action is for participating, for the ones that have not yet reserved their place, to the TVET Alliance Summit, the Alliance Summit of Skillman, which is held every year in the first part of the year for designing the future of education. So the call to action is to join our international teams in Tuscany, Italy. If you have not received this invitation, this is the time to take ownership of your period in the international teams in Italy. So go to the Skillman platform and click on register for the summit. But in case, Alessandro, if you would like to put in the chat the link for the link to the summit, Alliance Summit page, please do it. The last call to action for the ones that have not yet joined the Skillman network is to register to the Skillman network as a full member. As you know, probably the Skillman membership is free of charge, because this is a network that is funded on voluntary base. So you bring your time, you bring your person, you bring yourself to the Skillman network, and this is the price that you pay to be involved in the Skillman network activity. So please join your national boards. In each country, we have a national board. Anyway, fill the membership form if you have not yet done. Go to Skillman.eu/register and become part of this big family in 95 countries of the world. I think I'm going to end, but before to end, I would like to open the microphone for someone who would be interested to make some remark or question. So we have still few minutes. We are out of time, but okay, we have a few minutes at least. I have to interact, and I think that I hope that Jana and Antonella also have this time available for answering to some question or to make some final remarks in few minutes, and then we will close. Please, so there is anyone that would like to make any question or whatever, So please shake your hand if you want that we open the microphone, or directly open the microphone and say something. I see the number is heavily reduced at this time, but okay. I don't see any hands shaking. So I have a final question for you, Jana, and for Antonella. So please, Jana, Antonella, make last comment informing us about your plans for receiving students. Do you have any expectations in numbers basing on your experience last year, for example, in the same period, how many students you received or many internship you organized? And Antonella, what is the trend of international entrepreneurs who are starting to have this experience abroad? Are you managing new requests? Which is the movement behind?
Okay, so maybe I can start then, right?
Yes, please, Jana.
Okay, perfect. So for last years, of course, that we were receiving students, we had many students in our company doing an internship. And as I said before, so we are looking for students that we would like to hire them afterwards. Right now in our company, we have our directors or responsible of departments that started as trainees. So there is this opportunity for each student to do the same in our company as well. And for this year, we are planning, and also we are doing a lot of activities for students, a part of internships. So of course that we are doing or we are giving them this opportunity to do their thesis in our company, and plus we are offering some webinars, then also some activities for engineering students, for IT students, many different activities for this year. So what are we expecting? So we are expecting to get those students that are interested in our sector of where we are working actually, and that's it. In numbers, I think it's really hard to say numbers right now. How many students we are expecting to have on board for this year? Of course, that if we're gonna have more, that's better. Always is better.
Clear. Thank you very much. So before to give the floor to you, Antonella, for the last remarks in the current trends, which is now more clear why Exceltic is so much focused on internship experiences, because the director was starting in that form. Okay, so I have I see now that from India we have Karan Vaishnav, our friend. Member also asking for saying something. We don't have your camera, Vaishnav, but we see your hand. So, okay, now we also see. Please.
Okay, thank you, Giovanni, first of all, for this session. Well, my question is to Hannah, because as you said that you have internships available. So first thing, if you would be interested to host students from India. And second thing, since you're into AI and IT or ICT, so is there any possibility that students can also do internship remotely or online or digitally? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. So I can say yes to both questions that you just made. Of course, that we are open to receive students from different countries. We do not have any specific limit or something, that we're going to tell that, okay, if you're from India, so you cannot come to our company. Of course, that we are really open, and we would be glad to receive someone also from India, some students. And yeah, there will be also a possibility for them to work remotely. Of course, that we will need to check the part with administration and this bureaucracy part, but it is possible.
Thank you.
Main obstacle. Thank you. Please, main obstacle we know is the visa requirements, because we know the obstacles that are the barriers to come to Europe, even for internship. But we receive students from India, from the Nepal, from different countries, and we are working to improve these exchanges. So Antonella, which is the situation about the flow of new entrepreneurs moving abroad?
So we're receiving and evaluating daily new applications of new entrepreneurs. At the moment, we have at CSCS about 10 relationships or 10 new entrepreneurs that went to countries, and we're drafting some more. So we hope to get even more and to support the entrepreneurial journey of the young entrepreneurs who would like to go abroad and learn how to start their own business.
An interesting data. I think we need to understand every time we talk about mobility that there is an important part of the mobility design which is in the middle among the first contact and the execution of the mobility, which is a real design of learning. It's important then to manage this period and to arrive to a real project. The design of a learning project, which is the main important task before the mobility. And you told that you have 10 ongoing designs in parallel. So these turns are probably monthly. We have periods from 1 to 6 maximum months abroad. So you renew around 10, 15 matches every month, which is a quite impressive number considering the complexity of a mobility learning period design. So I think we have touched different aspects and we have perfectly understood your potentials, Jana, as Exceltic international company to receive students not only to Spain, but even to other locations where you have your projects. So main door to pass is to make an application to your website and to submit to you the curriculum and the personal profile. So Exceltic is present in the list of members of the Skillman network, and for the ones interested to access to the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs program, instead you have also a banner in the main page of the Skillman website, and also the link that Antonella has shared with anyone, the email address that you can use, which was, I don't remember, Antonella, info@erasmus-entrepreneurs.info. No.
There was support at Erasmus. Yeah, support.
support at erasmus-entrepreneurs.info. That's great. Now I think we can really close. I see also in the list my friend Teresa from Armenia. And so I'm very happy that we have collected in this webinar important stakeholders from all over the world, and then we have clarified the opportunities for mobility, which are not just on the paper, not just something said, but are concrete opportunities in a real company, which shows outstanding and really extended wide areas of interventions in very important technological projects and in very different sectors. Thanks so much to everybody. I would like now to close. I would like to remain, but we need to close. Thanks so much for everybody. Thank you, Jana, to you. Thank you to all your colleagues that have contributed to prepare your offers for mobility. Antonella, thank you to you and your colleagues for the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs program. Thanks also to the European Commission, which provides us with the funds to support with these programs. And thank you very much, most important, to all participants coming here for this webinar on mobility for education. Bye-bye to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you for organizing it all.